Hi. Today we are continuing with Ekadesha Sutras, although this one has a little twist. So 6198, 81 in Siddhanta Kaumudi, Avyaktanu Karanasyata Itau, Avyaktanu Karanasyata Itau, Avyakta Anukaranasya Ataha Itau, Avyakta Anukaranasya Ataha Itau. So avyakta is a sound, and it's described in different ways. I guess the most literal maybe just inarticulate. It could be mumbling, I guess. As Prabhakara Shastri presented it to me, it was a sound usually of an imitation. Well, in this case, it's an imitation of something. So avyakta is a sound. Anukarana is an imitation of a sound. Avyakta anukaranasya ataha. Ataha, Panchami of At, Itau, Saptami of Iti. So when the At pertaining to an imitation of an inarticulate sound, Ataha, Tasmadi Tutarasya, Shashtis, Tasminiti Nirdishte Purvasya. So when iti follows the ut pertaining to a sound imitation, then the rest of the we will fill in the rest. So avyakta, inarticulate sound, to distinguish it from speech. So if there were something that would apparently go into this sutra, but if it were an articulate, meaning a normal word, then it would not, this sutra would not apply. We'll see a little bit more about that in a minute. So that's the basics here. Now, if you're really on your toes, this anukaranasya, this anukarana thing might ring a bell. And to get full marks, we have to think back to 1 to 27, 1 to 27. And you may remember that although all of the sutras are probably in some way or other my favorite sutras, but this one is charming partly, aside from its kind of intricate or clever, whatever you might say, internal structure. Ukalo Jrasva Dirga Plutaha. Ukalo Jrasva Dirga Plutaha. So the clever part of that is the U of the one which has the time kala of U. That is a sandhi of U, and U, and U. And that, on account of that U standing for all three sounds, that's how you get the Yatasankyam Anudesha Samanam, two lists of equal length. They go together in ordered pairs. So by that we know that U are named Hrasva, Dirga, and Pluta respectively. Now, that in itself doesn't have anything directly to do with the sutra, but as you may remember, this is one of the sutras that is actually got a nickname. And this one is, I would say, more playful than some of them. So this is the Kukutarutanukarana Sutra. Kukutarutanukarana Sutra. Kukuta, the cock, rooster, whatever. Ruta, crowing, calling. So the the rooster calling Anukarana Sutra, imitation. So this is the sutra that imitates the calling of the crow, the rooster. In other words, ooh, ooh, ooh. So that's where we've had Anukarana before, at least the second hand. Now, back at the ranch, we have our sutra of today. So, avyaktanukaranasya itau, avyakta anukaranasya ataha itau. So the anuvrta here is ekaha purva parayoho pararupam. Ekaha purva parayoho pararupam. So the full sutra is avyakta anukaranasya ataha itau pare purva parayoho ekam pararupam. So when iti follows the at pertaining to the imitation of a sound, the sound imitation, in place of the preceding and following, a single pararupa comes. Okay, so we're cooking along, we kind of get it. And now comes the example. Patat plus iti. Now, while it's described in commentary, I guess, as inarticulate sound, Prabhakar Shastri called it an imitation of a sound of something. So the Kuku Taruta Anukarana Sutra was imitating the cock crow. Here, patat iti, patat is the breaking sound, which sounds sort of like, glass or something breaking, patat. So we have patat plus iti. So patat is an inarticulate sound, meaning there is no word patat. There's pertak, but not patat. So this is not a word. It's a sound that echoes, imitates something happening. And it's followed by iti. So this is an anukarana, avyakta anukarana. And the final of the first and the beginning of the second are replaced by the form of the second. But here's the thing. The sutra specifies at, the at of the anukaranasya is replaced by the pararupam. So it's not just the t of patat that's replaced, it's the entire at. And that takes a little bit of, that's interesting. And I'm actually, I haven't read any commentary about this structure. I guess it's straightforward enough that the ataha is anukaranasya. It's the at that pertains to the imitated sound. And as it happens, there's only one at in patat. So however we get there, the meaning is clear. So patat iti, the at of patat and the e of iti are both replaced by the sound which is the same, similar to the one of e. So the pararupam has the form of e. So the sandhi becomes patiti. So there you go. Anukarana syata itau.